New York Times. The article accused us of harsh conditions in our Chinese factories. They're also accused of tolerating child labor and unsafe working conditions for our employers. I would like to hear your opinion about the article and how you think that we can improve that. Reece, your opinion, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm the CEO of China. My first argument is that the Americans have grossly overstated the situation in the Chinese factories. Our working conditions aren't half as bad as they make it out to be. Yes, we do have long work days, but it's the standard in China. 12-hour shifts are normal. People are used to it. Our workers earn quite a good amount of money for China. Each year we interview our workers to see if they're still happy, what we could change to make them more happy. And overall, we got a grade of an 8. So that shows us that our workers are still enjoying their jobs in our factories. We have no records of anyone ever committing suicide at our factories because of our working conditions. So I believe that we aren't doing a bad job at our factories. If we look at our competitors, they pay less, they have just as long work hours as ours, and their employees are less happy, if we have to believe our stories. The government audited every factory in China of the big companies like ours and Samsung and clothing industries like H&M, Jack & Jones. And nationwide we got into the top 10 of best working environments of China. So our factories aren't doing a bad job. Our child laborers are 15 and 14-year-old boys and girls. That is legal in China, so we aren't doing anything wrong. So I don't think we have to change anything at all to our factories at this moment.
Okay, thank you for your opinion. What's your opinion on this subject?
I want to introduce myself also. I'm from marketing and sales, and I'm going to tell you about the consequences for the sales. My argument is against Apple because workers in Chinese factories making Apple products continue to be poorly treated. Let me explain, please. Right now in Shanghai, China, there's a young production workers toil 6 days a week in 12-hour shifts. Each day they are paid for 10.5 hours of work, not counting 50 minutes of unpaid meetings before overtime pay. Workers making the iPhone earn only the local minimum wage of $320 per month, or about $2 per hour. This is not the living wage, and through this publicity lost Apple his image and prefers customers.
Thank you, Arjan. Tom, what is your opinion?
I would like to introduce myself also. My name is Tom and I'm head of the public relations of Apple. We've got a lot of bad things where we have to deal with today. First, child labor, unsafe work conditions and extreme long shifts. In my opinion, it's inhuman, so it's not of this time anymore. We have to think about our employees, and we have to make sure that they are safe and we have to care for them. Also, in my opinion, we are one of the largest and most famous companies in the world, so this means that we have got we are an example for other companies and for the world. So our policy is very important. And I could tell you a lot of companies that have been several times in the news about their bad policy with the bad working conditions, and they got a lot of big fines, and they lost a lot of money. So, and if we will continue our policy, that this will happen also to us. So, yeah, like I said, if we will have bad publicity in the news, our image will deteriorate through this scandal, and so we need to prove the BBC wrong. And yeah, if this news will reach the rest of the civilization and our clients, yeah, we will lose a lot of money.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Evie, what is your opinion about the subject?
Welcome everyone, my name is Evie and I'm the head of PO from Apple. I agree with Ries because the policy in China is different than in other countries. So it's not strange that they work that many hours on that working conditions. We haven't heard from that many people that we do something strange. Besides that, products will cost a lot of more money because the prices have risen again for the production.
Okay, thank you. And Kelly, what is your opinion?
Well, let me introduce myself. I'm the legal advisor of Apple. In my opinion, we have to pay more to the Chinese employees because I've indicated that employees from different countries have communicated their disapproval. However, employees in China do not complain, but they are still underpaid. They even earn 2.5% more wage than at comparable productions sites. However, if this bad news will spread, it's very bad for Apple's publicity. Furthermore, our customers will go to another company and we probably will lose market share. In my opinion, we should get rid of these circumstances and pay the Chinese employees more. These people work very hard for Apple and they deserve more salary. We have to appreciate our employees, and that's not only good for the employees but also for Apple. And furthermore, tolerating child labor is not okay, so we have to do something about it.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. So overall, I think that we all agree that there needs to be some changes in the company. I would like to hear your opinion about that. What do you think that needs to be changed in the company itself?
I think we need to change a few things. Not global big things like work hours or child labor, because we don't do child labor. We do have kids that work for a company, but it's legal. They are 14-year-olds, they choose to work at our company. We don't force them to work at our company. They can leave anytime they want. We're not forcing them to work. They want to work. They want to work for their families, for honor. It's Chinese. It's very regular. Their families don't earn a lot. They want to help their family. They want to work for us. I don't think we should say to them, no, we're not giving you work anymore, because we would only make the situation in China worse by avoiding kids working at our companies. Because if they don't work, their families have to work more hours. They would have to work like 18 hours a day. It would only make it more inhumane. If we would bring up our wages like 3%, we would get salary costs that would exceed anything we have ever seen, and our products will get unpayable for our customers in the American and European countries, so we would lose more and more money. What I think we should do is making sure that the American and European countries are made aware that we are a company that's good for the Chinese people, that we make a place to work, a place to safely work. We don't have any negative situations at our factory sites. There have been some minor injuries, but it's at every factory. Someone falls, someone trips, someone gets a little cut in their hands. It's normal. I think we need to make everyone aware of what we do for the community in China, and that we make sure that kids get money for their families so that they can eat and sleep and live in a healthy place.
Okay,
thank you.
I would like to respond to Ries. I have to disagree with your argument because, okay, yeah, maybe it's true that child labor from 14-year-olds in China is legal, so and that the law allows that, but maybe in China it's not it's okay, but in Western Europe and the United States, a lot of people look different to these kind of situations. So and if we it's not usual that kids of 14 or 15-year-olds working in a company or in a fabric or in a fabrics. So we have to make sure, and we have to make sure that these that this news, we have to change this news. Yes, we have to change this news.
Thank you, Tom. And Kelly, you're reacting on that.
We have to look to the publicity of Apple. If this bad news will come out, we have a huge problem. So we have to do something about the circumstances because it's not good right now, and we have to increase the salary. I think that's the best option.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Is there anyone else?
In my opinion, we have to just remove the child labor from all our fabrics. It's just inhuman, and it gives a very bad publicity for the Western world.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I think it's better for all the people that we should do something about it, because they fall asleep while working, because they are so tired. Their bodies are not made for this kind of children to do this hard working, and as they could get exhausted. Children who work in this kind of fabrics could get sick from being inside the whole day, and they have to play and go to school for their health and education.
Okay.
Good point. Yeah.
Well, I think the solution of this problem is that Apple raised the salary per hour for the young production workers, so that people are motivated for their job, for their work, and they earn so more money to spend for their farm, for their family, and buy some food, drink, like that. And Apple gets a more positive image, and through this Apple sell more products and have more clients, I think.
Okay, thank you.
I'd like to react on Avi. I understand you said the hours work long because people fell asleep. So I think we maybe shouldn't increase the salary exceedingly high. So just a little change the salary maybe, but more regular times of peace for the kids. So like they have an hour that they can just eat, relax, maybe even sleep at our work sites. Maybe install some places to sleep, relaxing spaces. If we make sure that will hit the news in American and European countries, I think our publicity will get even better than before. And I think if we make a few minor changes, we can make all this bad news go away with positive news.
Okay, thank you, Reese. Is there anyone else wants to respond on that?
No, I agree with Reese. It's normal in these kind of countries that they work for their parents, so I think it's a good idea to 8-hour work shift for the children, because it's normal that they earn money for the parents.
And maybe we should not let 14 and 15-year-olds work in our company, but maybe from 16. That's maybe a little bit more.
Okay, thank you. So overall, I think we all agree that we need to change a lot of things. We need to decrease child labor. We need to improve the salary. We also need to decrease the working hours that our childs are working, or our employers. So I think 8 hours is a good solution to this problem, and I would like to thank you all for participating in this subject. Thank you.
Thank you.